Hey, good afternoon. How y'all doing? It is Well Red Beard. It's a damn fine day to talk about a book, and today we're going to talk about The Mud Ballad by Joe Quenell, and that is from Weird Punk Books. Sorry about the glare. I get really crazy light in here in the afternoons in winter, and I didn't have the time to put up curtains for you guys. But we're here. We're going to talk about this book. It is bleak. It's filthy. It's dirty. It's muddy. We start with a carny element, and everything that goes along with that. Traveling people, maybe desperate people. Um, you know, freak show type elements, those types of people, which of course will pull in comparisons to Catherine Dunn's Geek Love, which I love, by the way. But this town that we settle in, again, you can feel it's almost like I don't know. There's a Lansdale feel to it. Just desperate people, unethical people. There are no heroes. There's no hope really. It's a bleak future. And the whole thing about this town, like it says that people, there's a high rate of suicide here, and that, one character we know of, and I'll get into it in a second, but throws herself, onto the train tracks. That is a respectable, maybe not respectable, but a understandable exit from the life in this town. I mean, for me, it's gray, it's raining, mud in the street constantly. You can probably scrape the soot from the fireplaces off the walls in these establishments. It just had that heavy, dark, bleak feel, which to me translates to really great writing. I mean, as a whole, I think with the book, I'm at 4 stars. I really liked it. And before we go much further, let's talk about the cover. I don't think I knew this at first. I mean, I saw the pig head. It is striking. It's ugly but beautiful at the same time. And you roll it over, and it's got these wilting roses on the back. This is Neil Auck's artwork. I was not familiar with Neil Auck, but I recently saw Josh Marcella's upcoming book, and Neil did the cover for that one, and it's striking. I think there's a jet going overhead or a helicopter or something. His work is striking. It is, rotting beauty, so to speak. I mean, these real life rotting objects that he puts into these beautiful images. I don't pretend to know much about it. I am not an art critic, but it's, again, like ugly beautiful, like gross but amazing to look at. And so I saw it on Josh Marcella's book, and then when I didn't know that this was him. I didn't know him when I got this book. This book's been on the shelf for a bit, but then when I grabbed it to read it, I was like, oh shit! And it is Neil Auck's work. So enough about that. But hell of an artist. I mean, really striking covers. If you're looking for someone to do your cover. So this book, we open on a scene of, again, it's a carnival, it's freak show. Catherine Dunn, Geek Love, conjoined twins, two conjoined twins, Jonathan and Daniel. I believe I'm never really good at names, but Jonathan and Daniel, and we open on a scene where Jonathan he basically, I mean, this is the dead beginning, right at the beginning. He opens a straight razor and slices his brother's throat. And you feel that Daniel kind of said, whatever you have to do, go ahead and do it. But anyway, so, that's a strange situation, right? I mean, you've never been alone your entire life. You've never really been able to even have his own thoughts. Like they were connected at the head. There was even it felt like there was even some shared brain activity or shared thought processes, so to speak. So no privacy's never been alone, and kills his brother. And so there's like a local carnival doctor or whatever that kind of takes care of the sideshow people, the people if they get injured or whatever, and he helps to do the surgery to separate Jonathan from Daniel. His name is Dawes, and basically put Daniel into the ground. Well, so Jonathan is brought up on charges of murder. Kind of local carny justice. It's not like he went to court or anything, and they normally would have hung him or killed him for this, but they basically just banished him from the carnival, and he is left to go try to make a living or survive in this local bleak ass town that I told you about while the carnival moves on. So he's there, and he's been there for like 7 years, and he's like the attendant in the local bar's bathroom. I mean, basically a piss attendant, I think it refers to, or it refers to something like that. I mean, it refers to how gross and lackluster of an occupation it is, and he's basically miserable, right? I mean, he's got some freedom, but sometimes I guess freedom turns into loneliness. So Dawes eventually comes back, and Dawes had a love interest in this town, a local barmaid. Her name was Marcy. He was attracted to her, whatever. He comes back here to this town like post-retirement. He's gotten out of the carnival business or whatever, and he comes back here and he finds that Marcy has committed suicide, has thrown herself in front of an oncoming train. I mean, you've got to live one miserable existence to think that is a reasonable way to go, I would think. But so Dawes is there, Jonathan's there, they're reunited in the bathroom, in the piss attendant place. They're reunited after all these years and after what they've done, and that's when everything gets crazy. It gets a little bit wild. It gets a little bit supernatural. Jonathan wants to bring his brother Daniel back from the dead. He wants to bring his brother back and be reunited with him, literally reunited. And Dawes is brought along to help. There are just gruesome scenes throughout. Again, blood and dirt and filth. There is a local industry of hog fighting, like hogs fight, but there's also a local lady, and I think they refer to her as General Grace, and she is raising children to fight. So there's this gruesome scene of these damn near feral children fighting a hog. But it's just crazy. I mean, it's out there again. I felt, of course, Catherine Dunn, of course, in the setting, in the characters, in the zero hero, zero hope type scenarios. I felt some Joe Lansdale, but it is a really, really cool story, and there's a lot of little prose bits in here that I liked as well. And I'm not going to really spend a lot of time going through them, but you can see that I marked. I don't know if you can see or not. Again, sorry about the glare. I marked quite a few things. Brendan Vedito, he's the author of the Wonderland Award-winning Nightmares and Ecstasy. He called it a Southern Gothic folk tale steeped in black humor and the occult. If you enjoyed Geek Love, Nightmare Alley, or the works of Joe Lansdale, okay, so I'm kind of dead on with my comparisons. You'll love the unique brand of literary madness Joe Quenell has conjured with the Mud Ballad. Unique brand of literary madness. I like that. It's a good book. It really is. Cool novella. Reads fast. Damn glare. That's it. 4 stars from me. The Mud Ballad. Joe Quenell. This is weird. Punk books, and I think the light in here is actually getting worse, so I'm gonna go. This has been Well Red Beard. This has been my review. I'm just gonna stutter over that, and I just went ahead and did it anyway. This has been my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying all your books, all of them, as much as I am. If not, you're reading the wrong damn books.